For those of you who do not know, I'm Joseph, part-time reseller on Vinted and eBay, buying from Facebook Marketplace. As you can see by the title, we got scammed. Let's get into it.
Next game to open. Let's do it. Don't even need scissors. We have Sackboy on the PlayStation 4. Where the hell's the disc? Oh, no way. Okay, so I've just checked. The game's supposed to be in there. I asked her if there were scratches, and she said no, there wasn't scratches. So it's clearly a game. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Yeah, let's message the buyer and see what's up.
As you guys saw from that video, no game was in there. My shocked expression. This is me actually taking a look at the item we purchased it from Vinted, the listing, and yeah, it says works and plays fine, but clearly it doesn't because there's not even it. The problem is that there was no photos, but I did ask her later on in the segment. I will point to it. But yeah, this is just me looking at her profile, showing you guys what's exactly on there and what she is selling. Yeah, back to the profile. Finally, this is where the conversation gets started. So I made sure to message her, asking her, does the disc play fine, no scratches? I always ask this because I do not want something coming without a disc, and just to confirm that everything's playing okay, because I don't want to sell scratch games. They're hard to sell. So I messaged her saying, there's no game in there. To which she says, yes, there is. So I say I record my parcels. When I open them, it's not there. Can I send you the footage? And she was saying it was in there. I never had a problem. Look at my feedback. But I insisted on showing her the footage because I know exactly what I opened and if it wasn't in there. So I sent her my email. She didn't want to do social media, which is perfect. I don't mind that. Sent her my email. Sent her a quick email with the file. The file was invalid for some reason. IT crap. So we kind of had a little conversation back and forth, trying to work behind it, and finally she's able to see the video and see that there's no disc in there. She was apologetic at first, but I say to her, look, I'm going to open it with Vinted, and then she says about from a friend and stuff like that, and this is all just, conversation back and forth type of stuff. And she did at first say that it was there, so if I didn't record it, she would never have believed me, which is a shame. She did offer me a partial refund, which I thought was awful. You know, what do I do with a case with no game in? You can't just offer someone a refund. My theory is that she saw she sold it for too cheaply and then decided that she would not send the disc and get it sent back to her. That's just my way of thinking. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, what happened from the conversation. Yeah. So then she tries telling me about Vinted and they can only, refund a certain amount of money, and yeah, this is not factual at all. Vinted, you're allowed to do partial refunds only if you return it for a specific reason. Yeah, then she offered me £1.50 as a partial refund, which I thought was shocking. I'm not paying £1.50. About it would have been £5 total for a case. I'm not doing that. And she was saying if you do return it, you'll only get about 50% of your refund. And I thought, no, you don't. You get your full refund. I'm not trying to say that she was out there looking to scam me, but I do feel played. I do feel like she just wanted the case back so then she could resell it because she didn't want to cancel the order. It would have been simpler just to cancel the order. I did say to her, I don't want to come off as rude, but a return guarantees your money back. And the thing is with Vinted, the seller decides who pays the return. So regardless of what you think or what they think, the buyer will always have that power. So in the end, I just decided to return it. I took her on the head just to return it myself and pay the postage, which I definitely shouldn't have paid the postage. She knew the game wasn't in there. It's shocking, really. The buyer has more power than the seller, even though you pay protection, buyer's protection. But that's a video for another day. So I lost about, the postage, which was £2.39 with impost, which it isn't a big deal, but it's the principle at the end of the day. Let me know what you guys think of this whole sort of conversation and situation. Am I in the wrong? Is the buyer in the wrong? Let me know in the comments now. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.